What up, Namie Amuro fanaticos? This is Steven, and welcome back to another photo analysis. This time I'll be analyzing the covers of Namie Amuro's single, Mint. Let's begin with the CD-only version of the single cover. Alright, so we have Namie here, of course, and she's giving us like an upper body shot of herself. And there's things that I like about this photo, and there's some things that I don't like about this photo. I guess I can start with what I like. Okay. I like the clothing that Namie is wearing. I kind of like the metallic dress that she has on. I like the hair, although I think the bangs are a bit much. Her face is all right. It could have a bit more expression behind it, but it's okay, you know. Like the face looks good, but I really would like Namie to give a bit more expression in her face. Although that's not what necessarily brings down this photo for me. It could bring it up, more facial expression, but ultimately what brings down the photo is Namie lost her neck and she kind of hunched up her shoulders, you know? That sort of threw off the photo for me and downgraded the quality of the photo. It kind of comes off, as if, Namie's not quite sure of herself. Perhaps she's lacking in confidence, which she shouldn't be. She should be sure of herself. She's been doing this for a long time. And I don't think that is like an interpretation of the title or the theme of the single, which assumably is Mint, which I don't know how you would even really go about interpreting Mint, just because I don't know what Mint means in this particular context. Is it like mint condition? Is it a breath mint? Mint that has something to do with money? I don't know what mint means in this particular situation. But I feel like this isn't an interpretation of it, even if well, it doesn't have to be, but I don't think this is an interpretation of it. So I wouldn't give her that excuse, Like, oh, she's just interpreting the theme, though, so that's why she looks the way she looks. Nah, not in this case, Not in this case. And also, you notice that she's in the corner, too. So I'm guessing perhaps this could be some type of with my back to the corner and I'm hunched up, so I'm like, so she feels like she's trying to portray that she's in some sort of a awkward position, perhaps, or a difficult position, maybe. I don't know. So perhaps maybe there is some truth in her trying to portray this on purpose. Portray this look on purpose, perhaps. But I don't quite buy it. I don't quite buy that this was on purpose. But overall, I think this is a respectable photo, but she lost her neck. That's the thing. I think, plus the hair ain't helping. The hair around the neck isn't helping it either. But ultimately, she lost her neck. And, how crazy does it look when you don't have your neck? Namie is, Namie, she looks too good to be a no-neck monster. Like, I know Namie ain't wake up in the morning, brush her teeth, wash her face, whatnot, and decide that today she gonna be a no-neck monster. I know she ain't, come to that conclusion when she, got up and started her day off before she did this photo shoot. But that's just what we got, I think the typography of the word mint is pretty cool. I think it sort of goes with the kind of like background, you know. But let's move on to the next photo. The next photo is the single cover for the CD plus DVD version. And I like this cover. I kind of wish she wouldn't have included the shoes. I think less is more. And the shoes just sort of gave the photo an unnecessary complexity that didn't really need to be in there, in the photo. Also like that you get to see the dress more, and I think Namie is working her body fairly well. Um, again, with the facial expression, I guess she's trying to give us maybe like moody, possibly kind of like a heroin chic type of look. But I don't, I don't know. I really wish Namie would give us a little bit more facial expression. Namie has a beautiful face. She just needs to know how to use it more. I like the hair. Um, again, I like the position of her body. I think that is, a simple position, but good, and again, the metallic dress is pretty cool too. I think that is a nice touch there. It sort of kind of gets your attention, you know. And I do think the shoes, match the dress pretty well, but it's just, if the shoes were going to be in the photo, then this should have been a full body shot. You know, that's the thing. And again, it looks like Namie is in the corner. Her shoulders aren't as hunched up as they were in the previous photo, which is great. And we get to see a lot more of Namie's neck. I would have liked if her shoulders were a little lower, but they're in an okay position. The position isn't terrible. And the background is sort of grayish, which can come off as a bit bland sometimes in some situations. But I think what kind of helps the background is the typography here. The typography meant, I think that sort of gives the background a bit more dynamic, in my opinion. But it looks like Namie is doing a really good job here, in my opinion. Really, I think both of the single covers for the song Mint are definitely better than her single covers for her previous single, Red Carpet, which had her looking like an Amish bartender, like an Amish waitress, Amish cocktail waitress, an Amish hotel keep, like, it's definitely a step in the right direction, not without its faults, of course, but ultimately I think that, these single covers, they get the job done, and they are pretty fashionable. And these single covers can be used probably in other types of promotions. Depending on the brand, like perfume ad, perhaps. Could be used for like some sort of a makeup ad. What else could it be used for? Clothing, of course, definitely. So yeah, like, I think ultimately these single covers are pretty cool, pretty good. The best single cover, in my opinion, is the CD plus DVD version, and that is because Namie has a neck here, and also she has positioned her body in a nice position. Her body is positioned very well in this photo. Um, But for me, I would have liked to see more facial expression from Namie. But overall, I think it is it's a I think it's a pretty good photo. You know, I think both photos are, but I just think that the CD plus DVD version of the single cover is just the better photo. But what do you guys think? You know, do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Feel free to let me know. Feel free to comment. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to give me a thumbs up. Your feedback and support are extremely appreciated and extremely valued. Until the next photo analysis, adios and goodbye for now. One more thing that I want to mention and bring to your attention. Imagine if these photos were in black and white. You know, these photos would look, you know, very editorial, you know, very edgy. You know, I think these photos will have a good look in black and white. In my opinion, I could be wrong, but I think these photos might have a good look in black and white. Well, again, thanks a lot for watching, you guys. Adios and goodbye for now.